Hello everybody, welcome back to Showbiz Video. I have a film review that will come out in time for Thanksgiving. It is a Thanksgiving themed film. Thanksgiving is integral to the plot, and also I would like to wish a very sincere and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. This is the time of year where stress levels and tension just seem to run high with in November and especially December with what's coming up. There's so much hitting us all at once. I'm no stranger to this, but it's very important that this coming up Thursday, that we take time to spend uh, a few moments with our family and friends and enjoy whether it's a simple meal together or an elaborate feast. I think it is very important that we take time to just be thankful for what we have and obviously hope for our year to have a great ending. And I also wish everybody this is a little early, but I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. But now that that's out of the way, let's get on to the film review. This is the John Hughes directed 1987 Thanksgiving road trip comedy, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, starring the always entertaining Steve Martin and the late great John Candy. And basically, it's just Steve Martin's character and John Candy's characters who wind up together in an unlikely situation as traveling companions, unwilling, well, at least on Steve Martin's part, unwilling traveling companions. Uh, Steve Martin plays Neil Page, a ad exec trying to get home from New York to Chicago to be with his family, and towing along with Neil is Dale Griffith, played by John Candy, who is a shower curtain salesman. And there is a lot of really funny moments. A really great one for me is the "Those Aren't Pillows" scene in the motel on their first night after meeting one another. And also, Steve Martin's another great one is Steve Martin's outburst at the rental car place at the halfway point in the film. This is actually an R-rated comedy, but I would say, with the exception of Steve Martin's outburst at the marathon car rental lady, it's not gratuitous except for that part. I don't know how many F-bombs there are, but it was a lot. But I would say this is definitely not a movie for little kids because of that. Teenagers should be able to handle this. And there's also two really pivotal scenes in this movie that I think definitely add weight. And at their first night together, they get a hotel uh, after their plane from New York is diverted to Wichita, Kansas. And Steve Martin has just basically had enough of the Dell character. Dell is written to be the guy who is obnoxious and grating to others, but lacks self awareness, isn't trying to be obnoxious, but can come across that way to certain people. And Steve Martin's had it. It actually looks like he's about to stroke out. And then comes the "I like me" speech that is that I really like. I'm gonna paraphrase it. He says, you could say whatever you want about me. I'm a big target. I talk too much, but I also uh, I listen too much, and I like me. And that whole scene right there really is really executed very well, and the ending is really good. And when I saw this movie years and years ago on cable for the first time, I did not see that ending coming. And the synth score that they use for both those scenes, it's the same synth score, and I felt like it really added weight. I really like synthesizer scores in movies. I feel that they really do stir up different types of emotions in me. I feel when you watch a horror movie and they have a synth score, it has a very eerie, ethereal, unearthly sound, like unlike anything you ever heard. At least I remember when I heard synth music for the first time as a little kid, it was completely alien to me. And I feel like when they use synth scores in emotional movies or in emotional scenes, it really does a good job of conveying the emotions on screen. And this is a solid Thanksgiving movie. I remember liking it more though years ago when I was younger, but still a lot of laughs, a lot of hijinks. Um, you'll probably even quote "Those aren't pillows" for a long time if you haven't seen this movie before. That scene in the motel and just the sheer crazy and just some of the insane stuff that happens to these guys. It's amazed that they have their wits about them by the end. And also, I think there's a one of the rental car that they use near the end of the film has the same uh, faux wood paneling and the lime green paint as the family truckster from National Lampoon's Vacation. I would not be surprised if that was intentional. But, anyways, that's my review of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. A solid Thanksgiving watch, and I hope everyone enjoyed this. Excuse me, this video. And once again, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I have a few more projects coming down the pike before 2025 is over. I have a couple of Christmas movie reviews for December, and more than likely it'll be around the beginning of next month. I have a special video planned that I'm really looking forward to putting out. I got a few more things to work out when it comes to that. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will see you next time.